Four teams have battled through the opening round of the college football playoff, and now the pressure and the intensity continue to mount as we go to the quarterfinals, moving away from home sites and onto neutral fields. What's the bigger factor, the battle-tested team or the better-rested team? Welcome to the Caesars Superdome in New Orleans, site of the All-State Sugar Bowl, part of the college football playoff. As we'll see the number 12 seed in this playoff, the Georgia Bulldogs, taking on the number 4 seed in the playoff, the Clemson Tigers. For UGA Sports College Football, I'm Chris Fowler with Kirk Grimstreet. It's quarterfinal time in the CFB, and let's get it going. Formation would indicate they're going to try the onside kick here. When they safely make the recovery, the onside kick doesn't work.
Chris, I just don't understand the logic here to go for this onside kick so early in the game, but I guess you can appreciate the boldness.
To pass. It's St. Clair. On the move now. Has the force still on the move. He'll head out of bounds after a solid gain on that run.
Man, nothing is more aggravating for a defensive coordinator than this right here. You've got him. You've got a chance to make a play on him, take him out of his rhythm, but instead, this guy gets away from that pressure, tucks it, and picks up some big yards.
He'll throw it now. Catch made by the tight end. And he heads out of bounds after gaining a few yards.
Well, this is why running the football is so important. You run the ball and then you go play action. It affects the eyes of the safeties and the linebackers and frees up some space for the tight end to be able to pick up a nice gain.
Couldn't quite get in. Tackled down at the 2-yard line. Excellent run.
All right, Chris, let's face it. Most of the offensive linemen today, they're big. You know, they weigh over 300 pounds. But that doesn't mean they don't have to have agility. And the way they can get out there in front of the runner, create space, sometimes it looks like they're going in one direction, and a runner uses his eyes to take him in another direction because he's been blocked so well. Love those misdirection or counter plays, and this one worked out really well for a nice piece of yards and first down.
It's second down and goal now for this offense. And the quarterback will just sneak it here. We go sneak on second down, but stop for no gain. That defense making it very tough down here.
Although he knew he was going to get the snap and sneak it, it just didn't look like he was ready to go. I don't know if the ball ever really got into his hands to give him any momentum. He was driven back on that play.
Third and goal, looking to throw the ball. Touchdown, they claim the lead in this playoff game.
This is why this offense is one of the more dangerous offenses in the country. The quarterback and his legs. It's one thing to try to stop him throwing the football, but you better keep eyes on him because you can see not only can he get out into the open, he has got serious speed to take it to the house.
And he knocks through the PAT. Kickoff team out there, they are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. And that kick will just bounce into the end zone for a touchback. They'll start at the 25. They'll try the right here. Breaking free at the 35. He's in the clear. Tackled all the way down to the 25-yard line. Suddenly, they're in great position to get points. Well, they finally corral him, but he was untouched at the line of scrimmage. Kirk just burst through a big crease.
I'm going crazy on my defense. Like you said, this guy was untouched. I don't know how they were able to finally catch up to him and bring him down, but just no excuses at all from the defense after a play like that.
Oh, he fought hard there, broke a tackle, but brought down short of the sticks. Looks like a man is down on the field after the last play, so we'll take a timeout. What's the play call here on second down for this offense? He's going to hand this off. That's a nice wrap-up there by the junior.
Chris, I know it's not a huge game. You didn't pick up the first down, but it's still early in this game. Never abort this running game. You keep working. It's kind of like a body blow in a boxing match. Keep wearing the defense down, and eventually you can hit a big one.
Going to pick up the third and short through the air. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Hey, the good news is here, Chris, they're still in field goal range, and they didn't cost themselves any points. But they could have more. You got to be thinking about going for this on fourth and short.
It's fourth down, but no punting team. The offense is going to go for it. He's got it, enough for a first down. Touchdown, Clemson. A much-needed counter-punch delivered. That's just nice execution. Quarterback and receiver, Kirk, perfectly in sync that time.
Yeah, you can see why route running is one of the most underrated attributes of a receiver. It's easy to get caught up on their ability to catch or their vertical or their speed, but nothing substitutes for someone who can create separation like this before the ball's even thrown.
So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. Looks like the returner will try and field this one. He'll be tackled at the 17. Strong job by the coverage team. And the Bulldogs offense is back out on the field. They scored a touchdown on the last possession. Let's see if this defense has been able to come up with some adjustments and stop them this time. Physical defending. That one falls incomplete. Brings up second down.
What a hit there by the defender. Tough for the receiver to hold on to the football when he has that kind of contact. Good, clean play by the defense.
Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. Pop over the middle. It's Bennett. To get him down quickly, not much of a gain on that completion.
Love to see the short passing game as a great go-to for any offensive coordinator in the first quarter because it's reliable and allows you to see how the defense is reacting. That can open.
The catch is made for a huge pickup. He's in the clear down the right side. End zone ahead. Touchdown, Dogs. Too much speed for the defense.
Such a well-designed play here by this offense to find a way to get the ball to the gifted tight end. He's got the size, he's got the speed, he's a difficult matchup, and here he shows he's got the speed to take it all the way into the end zone for that touchdown.
The extra point gives him a 14-7 lead. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. The last possession was just old-school power football. Let's see if they can keep that going here. Looking deep downfield to the left. And it's hauled in way downfield. Finally brought down at the 8-yard line. A huge play, and suddenly they're in great scoring position.
Boy, nice job here by this offense, creating an opportunity for this receiver to excel after the catch. It's early in this game, so this defense better get their arms around this receiver because he could be a monster today.
Here's the handoff on 1st and goal. And he's finally tackled out at the 2-yard line. 2nd and goal for the offense. Moving the receiver now before the snap. Another handoff to him on 2nd and goal. He slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Well, Chris, this is going to set up a big 3rd down now for this offense. They're down early in the game. All the hype and the pressure on a playoff game. You don't want to dig yourselves too big of a hole. They got to keep this drive alive. So they
bites into the end zone. Touchdown, Tigers. Now, this college football playoff game is all tied up. It's beginning to feel a little bit like a shootout.
Yeah, it is. It's a battle of the offenses. Both these teams right now executing flawlessly, and they're doing so with such high stakes, answering one score with another. Neither team is backing up 1 inch.
Extra point splits the uprights. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He'll bring it out from his end zone. And they stop it at the 11. Not good field position to start the drive. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. A little bit of my turn, your turn so far in the early going. Both offenses scoring touchdowns in their last possessions. Gets the first and still running. It's a solid gain. Moves the ball out to the 28.
Boy, great patience and acceleration to be able to pick up this 1st down by this back from Georgia. You think of Georgia backs, you think about Herschel Walker right away, right? Sonny Michel, Todd Gurley, Nick Chubb, Noshawn Marino. I mean, the list goes on and on of great Georgia backs.
Quarterback finds a target on the right. It's complete. Receiver brought down after a short pitch and catch.
Well, they don't pick up the 1st down here, but if you can use the quick passing game to stay ahead of the chains, it definitely helps your offense. And if that defense starts to creep up, to take that away, that's when you can take a shot downfield.
A completion sets up a 2nd down play. Back to pass. It's St. Clair. It's a wide receiver screen. The defense all over it. They stop him right at the line.
You know, what separates good defenses from great defenses is you're going to give up some catches. But what do you do after the offense makes the reception? Are you giving up much space? Are you giving up yards after the catch? Here, just a really good job by this defense. Yeah, they gave up a reception, but right there to make a nice tackle for a loss.
And the player is down injured after that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check him out. This Georgia offense is moving quickly down the field. 1st down, looking to throw the ball. Catch made on the left side, and the defense swarms. Not much of a gain on that completion.
Hey, they get some positive yards here, but just from sitting up here looking down, Chris, you kind of have a sense that they wanted a little bit more on that play.
The clock is running last minute in a very entertaining 1st quarter of play. The shotgun running play call. They've got him in the backfield. Nowhere to run. They'll lose a yard on the play.
My gosh, this offensive line's got to do a better job of blocking. The defense was zeroed in on the ball carrier and absolutely nowhere to go for the offense.
Now from the 40, the offense faces a 3rd and long to keep this drive going. Dropping back, looking to throw for the 1st down. Looking to scramble. It's a deep shot to the right. It's intercepted. Threw it across his body. Breaks loose at the 45. Now he's bringing it back. Touchdown, Clemson. A defensive score in this playoff game. Wow.
The QB is the loneliest man in the stadium right now following that dreaded pick six. For this guy, it's a nightmare in real time. And for the defense, unbridled jubilation.
He knocked through the extra point. The lead is 7, 21-14. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. And he's going to bring this out from a couple yards deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. Here's the first play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Here's the handoff. He goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And the first quarter is in the books. What is a huge opportunity for both these programs to get a step closer to a national championship. Will we see more offensive firepower on display, or is the defense going to step up as we head to the second quarter? Here we go. First play of the quarter. Offense setting up for a second down play. Defense is coming after him. Comes up with the catch. The tackle is made, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what that's about. Pretty easy call for the head coach. He will accept that penalty, of course. So a tricky situation here. Third and very long inside your own 20. How much of a risk do you take? You know this defense could be very aggressive at this moment. Pressure is coming. Moves out of the pocket. He lets it go on the move. Oh, he makes the catch. Solid game there. Moves the ball out to the 32.
Boy, another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show how dangerous he is when he has time to throw. The defensive coordinator's got to change up his looks, maybe bring in the blitz, anything they can do to get this quarterback out of this rhythm.
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Makes the catch downfield. Taken down, but not before he makes the first down. They bring him down, but the sophomore quarterback shows what a cannon he has.
Just a really good ball here to be able to pick up this first down for the Georgia offense. And, you know, being able to have a balanced attack, so important in modern college football, and Georgia does that as well as anybody.
And it's picked off. He throws it right into double coverage and pays for it. Not much on the return, but the takeaway sets up the offense at the 41.
Well, that's now 2 interceptions for this quarterback, and we're only in the first half. This is the exact start this defense was hoping for to create a ton of momentum.
And the powerful Clemson offense is back out there. Remember last time they scored a touchdown. Can they keep clicking here, or the defense come up with a stop?
Defense does a really nice job here of being able to contain that run game, held him just about 2 yards. Chris, to me, this changes the playbook a little bit now for the offense. The guy calling the plays at 2nd and 8, that's a different deal. Now he's got to probably thinking about going through the air instead of staying on the ground.
Quarterback making some changes at the line. Makes the grab. It's Moore. Oh, and he hits out of bounds after a really nice game there.
Chris, that's another positive game for this offense, and this quarterback continues to show why he's had such a great year this year. When he has time to throw, he gets his feet set. He's as accurate as any quarterback in the country.
0 running room. Stopped right at the line of scrimmage.
That was an excellent effort by this defense, just staying in their run fits, holding their own at the line of scrimmage, and then making a tackle. Offense just couldn't get enough of a push to get any yards at all.
Getting set. Here's 2nd down. Ball handed off. And just a short gain this time. They're able to get him down.
Love this early in the game by this defense, taking control of the line of scrimmage, not giving this back anywhere to go, and they keep him short of the first down.
Not going to be easy here. Backed up a long way to go for a first down. And he'll drop back here on third down. Can't hold on. Good defensive play brings up a fourth down.
That's doing your homework as a defensive coordinator and making sure your players are dialed in on third down. Obviously, it's third and long. They want to get their best player to football, so you double cover him, take him out, and force that quarterback to either force it into coverage or find someone else to make a play.
He missed it. Off target that time. And the lead remains at 7 after the miss. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. They're going to run it here. Going absolutely nowhere for the loss of the play.
What makes a really good counter play is selling it to the defense. So you're going to go one way and then handing it off in the opposite direction. But if you don't sell it, you're just giving the defense more time to see what's going on. They can come up and make the tackle, just like you saw there.
Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. The pocket breaking down. Gets the ball off as he's hit, but it's incomplete.
One way to slow down a very gifted quarterback is to be able to get pressure on him. Right now, the defense coordinator is doing a great job of mixing up the looks, and the defense is winning the line of scrimmage, and I think it's really impacting this quarterback's rhythm.
Looking to throw it on third and very long. On the run, he'll let it go. Finds a man to the left. Big catch downfield. They make the tackle there, but a penalty marker is on the field. Let's see what that's about. Third down play, looking for a fresh set of downs. Out of the gun now on third down. Lets it go quickly. He's picked for a third time tonight. He could go. Inside the 10. Touchdown, Tigers. 6 points for the defense in this playoff game. What a moment.
Boy, what a tough blow for this offense. Already in field goal range, and the quarterback puts one in the defense's arms. They takes it all the way back for a touchdown. Huge momentum swing here in the first half.
Now the all-important extra point. With the extra point, the lead is 14. Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. And he'll take off from deep in the end zone. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Offense is back out on the field. The first job here, protect the football. Turnovers on back-to-back possessions. Finds his man. It's Wilson.
I love the call here by the offensive coordinator, getting this wide receiver involved early in the game. Obviously a long way to go, but you want this receiver to make a big impact today and get his confidence established early.
Offense getting set up. Here's second down. Looking to throw. It's St. Clair. It's a short completion to the big tight end. And the game just good enough for a first down.
That's a big first down for this offense. It's not been a great day so far, but maybe this play can get them going. And keep this in mind, Chris, because they started the game with the possession, they will not get to start the second half on offense, so they need points right here.
And a diving catch near the sideline. What a play.
Chris, when that quarterback threw that football, I didn't think that play had much of a chance. How about the effort by this wide receiver to lay out and come up with that completion for positive yards?
Looking to throw again. Goes to his right side there for the completion. Defense reacts quickly. A very short gain on the play. Okay, we reached the 2-minute timeout. The offense some work to do here, trying to cut into this lead before halftime. That completion makes it second and medium. quarterback looking to make a play through the air. He escapes the pocket. It's caught. It's Wilson. Gets out of bounds after a solid gain.
What a pitch and catch by the quarterback and receiver for a big gain for this offense.
Georgia getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Quarterback will throw it off the run pass option. The gain moves the football to the 6-yard line. It'll be 1st down and goal.
Well, this receiver has just that combination of speed and natural ball skill ability to be able to come up with play after play. Already over 50 yards here in this first half.
Now a chance to cut into this lead before halftime. It's 1st and goal. Looking to pass. It's St. Clair. On the move now. He'll try a pass here. And it's incomplete. The defender arrived the same time as the football. And now it's 2nd down.
I know this guy believes in his receivers, and I don't blame him. There's a lot of talent out there. But throwing into double coverage like that, that's how you throw picks.
Nothing on 1st down, so now it's 2nd and goal from the 6. Tailback tests the middle of the defense. Slams right into a wall. They've got him for a loss.
Nice job by this defense on that 2nd down, so we now have 3rd down and goal. The offense could be thinking about 4-down situation. They need to put the ball into the end zone. They don't want to settle for a field goal here.
Grab behind the line. It's Wilson. Oh, the ball is loose near the goal line. Looks like the defense has it for a takeaway.
Man, that one hurts, especially as you're trying to close the gap just before halftime.
Heads-up move by the head coach using that challenge. Officials will reverse the call on the field after taking a closer look. And a timeout is called to talk strategy. Close game here as we approach halftime. Fourth and goal from the 2. Can this defense come up with a huge stop? There's some pre-snap movement in the backfield. To throw, it's St. Clair. Intercepted in the end zone. They bring him down, but that could be a game-changing pick and return.
Well, this guy obviously did what he needed to do to get himself ready for this game. It's a favorable matchup. He's got a lot of confidence. He's already come up with 2 interceptions in this game alone. Locked in on what he needs to do to be in position and making plays for this defense.
Grabbed by the receiver. Breaks a tackle on the play. Makes a decent gain.
Chris, this guy has a big-time arm. He just zipped the ball in there. You know, you can sometimes show your arm strength in other ways than just bombing it deep.
2nd down, we're going to throw it. Grab near the sticks. It's Davidson. Offense stops the clock with their 2nd timeout to talk strategy.
Good job here, the quarterback. His primary receiver did not look open. Instead of forcing the ball, he finds the running back as a check down and picks up a 1st down.
1st down. We're going to throw the football. Bringing pressure. He's hit right as he throws it. Incomplete.
Well, that pass rush got in there in a hurry. Great job by this defense of disrupting the rhythm and timing between the quarterback and the receivers.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Gets made on the out route. And a big gain before he goes out of bounds. The offense keeps churning, gets a fresh set of downs.
This offense is clicking, and clearly everything seems to be working. The coordinator is calling good plays. The quarterback and the rest of his receivers and running backs are executing. And frankly, this defense is showing...
It's picked off. He tried to fire the ball into a tight window. Could take it all the way. Past the 50. Out past the 30. He goes down, but they'll have a chance here now just before halftime.
Chris, not only the awareness to come up with the interception, but the speed and athletic ability on the return. I thought he was going to take it all the way back, but the offense just did enough to keep him out of the end zone.
Looks like the final play of the half coming up. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Launching one to the end zone. And he's got it! Touchdown, Georgia!
That is great job here by this offense, taking advantage of a big opportunity provided to them by their own defense after that turnover. And why wait? They get aggressive, make the throw, and it pays off for a touchdown.
And the point after gets them within a touchdown, 28-21. So an important touchdown just before halftime. Not much time for the opposing offense to try to answer before the break. It's a squib kick picked up by one of the blockers. And the returner is tackled as time expires here in the first half. And that will do it for the first half here. Kevin Connors now has our halftime update. Dogs will kick it off to begin the second half. He's going to bring it out of the end zone from a couple yards deep. He's tackled at the 17, so it would have been better to leave it in the end zone for a touchback. Okay, the Clemson offense heads back out onto the field. We get the second half started with the running play.
Hat on the hat up front. Good job opening up the holes. Anytime you can get positive yards on first down, that's a win.
Second down after that previous play. Quarterback pre-snap adjustments now for this defense. They'll look to throw it here on second down. And the pass is way off the mark. Not sure who he meant to throw that ball to. After the incompletion, they'll face a 3rd and 6. That's the wide receiver coming in motion now. Drops back, looking to throw for it on third down. Looking for his back. That one is incomplete. The defender was right there, and it brings up fourth down now.
Well, this is exactly what the defense talked about at halftime, coming up with a stop to start this second half. Now they've done that on this third down. We'll see what happens with the decision on fourth down, but the defense looks like a very different kind of energy to start the second half.
And the coverage team gets the returner to the ground. And the powerful Georgia offense is back out on the field. Keep it on the ground. There's a handoff. That's a nice tackle there by the senior.
Hey, it's a great job of this defense containing the running game. But if I'm calling the plays, I'm not abandoning the running game just yet. I think it's important to have some sense of balance. So throwing and running is essential. Stick with it.
Back to throw. It's St. Clair. Looks to the left. Pass caught. They've got him, but that completion good enough for first down yardage.
Defense kind of lost the running back here. Makes a nice catch. Gets the first down in the process.
Handoff to the back. They'll stop him behind the line for a loss of 1.
But how about this defense? Just so physical against the run. These guys have not been able to do anything on the ground, and it's because of that defensive line and those linebackers taking away the run game.
Quarterback wants to throw it on second down. Quick completion to the tight end. And he'll make his way out of bounds after gaining decent yardage.
Just a good job of spreading the wealth, making sure everybody's getting their touches. When you do that, the defense can't lock in on one guy or two guys. Make them have to be aware of everybody, and allows you to continue to spread the ball around and spread the field, making it tougher for this defense.
Looks toward the sideline, finds the running back. And this one goes nowhere. Lucky to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Chris, great effort here by this defense to keep him short of the first down. Now they've got a tough decision to make here on this 4th down and short.
But it's incomplete. A 4th down stop. Turnover on downs.
Chris, what a great job here by this defense on this 4th down play. They knew exactly where to come up with that stop to get the turnover on downs, and they did it.
Off the play fake on 1st down. Bring the pressure, and down he goes.
The defender did not bite on the fake at all. They were in pass rush mode the entire time.
We'll see if they can overcome the sack. 2nd and very long. Fires it to the wideout. Grab down the middle. It's Moore. And he's brought down, but there is a penalty marker out there. Let's check out this call. A big gain, and the offense will obviously decline the penalty. So the offense comes up now in 1st down thanks to that costly penalty. Handoff here from the shotgun. Tough running there, but not quite enough for a 1st down.
See, that's how you limit what an offense wants to do. This time, the defense just won the battle up front at the line of scrimmage, not giving up any big plays. Everybody's gap sound. It's really solid defense on that play.
They'll hand it off. And the defense able to hold him there to a short gain. They come to the line, a long way to go for the 1st down, but needed this crucial conversion right now. Movement here from the tight end. On 3rd down, he drops to throw. The receiver makes the catch. That play will move the sticks, set him up 1st down at the 42.
Boy, this offensive line, you got to tip your cap. They've done everything you would ask of them in taking care of this quarterback. They do it again here on 3rd down, working with that lead. You know the pressure's coming, and they deliver.
They're going to run it. The 1st down and still motoring. They get him to the ground, but it's 1st down now at the 28.
Boy, how about that play, Chris? That thing just opened up. The back shot through there with great acceleration. What a pickup there on 1st down.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 coming up. A quick throw out left, complete. Tackle made after a nice pickup on the play.
Chris, much like we saw in the 1st half, this quarterback can put the ball right on the money. Now, you know the defensive coordinator at halftime spent all the time he could with his secondary to come up with answers on how to try to slow this guy down.
Important 2nd down play coming up. Linebackers maybe trying to confuse the line with some movement. They're trying to run it with the option. Doesn't even get the pitch up before they bring him to the ground.
Oh, gosh, give this defense all the credit in the world. They had their eyes in the right position playing assignment football. Quarterback just looking for daylight. Couldn't find anywhere to go there on the keeper on the option. Again, that's great assignment football by the defense.
Drops back, needing a 3rd down completion here. Caught in the backfield. It's Davidson. Defense surrounds him. Just a short gain on that completion. Looks like the coach decides to go for 3 points here. Here comes the field goal team. He made it. 3 points on the board. And they add to their lead.
I was watching this guy in pregame. He's got a strong leg. I'm surprised here he's able to put 3 points up here for the offense.
And from deep in the end zone, he'll bring it out. He'll be tackled at the 18. That's good coverage there. Defense out there for the first play of this drive from the 18. Single back, takes the handoff. Picks up 3 yards, so 2nd and 7. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. A deep shot to the left side. The downfield shot is incomplete. Brings up 3rd down.
He's looking for that deep completion. I love the chunk play. I love the idea of being aggressive. They just come up empty.
3rd down. This offense could really use a conversion here, down multiple scores. Dropping back. We're going to throw for the 1st down. And it's caught on the crossing pattern. And he's wrapped up short of the marker there as the time runs down here in the 3rd quarter. So Clemson has the lead here, Kirk, as we head to the quarter break. And as we reach the end of 3, time is running out in this crucial contest for both these programs to stay alive in the quest for a national championship. Let's check out the game summary before we move on. Down late, they'll keep the offense on the field trying to chip away at this lead. A running play called on 4th down. Looks like Georgia will have the 1st down.
Well, I know analytics are going to tell you to go for it on 4th and inches. It's just a little bit scarier doing it in your own territory. But listen, if you trust your offense and you trust the preparation you've had in these kind of short yardage situations, I say if they get another one of these,
diving grab. What a play by that receiver. Tackle made, but the sophomore quarterback showing us the arm strength.
It's a nice completion there, Chris. And this possession at this point in the game is critical for them. They've got to focus on putting points on the board right now to make this a one-possession game.
Looking to throw it on 1st down. Looking for the wide out. Downfield shot falls incomplete. Couldn't quite connect there.
Well, they don't connect here, but this is what you have to do. It's late in the game. You need points. You're behind. You got to take some shots. I'd go right back to it, try to find a matchup, and go to one of your receivers that can make a play for you.
And the motion by the back now forces the defense to adjust. Scanning the field, it's St. Clair. The pass rush closing in. And this one is caught. They bring him down after a short gain there. Big moment here in this playoff game. 3rd and short on the 7th play of the drive. Looking to pick up the 1st down through the air. Caught over the middle. It's Bennett.
I love to see this team fighting the way they are. Picking up a 1st down on that 3rd down shows you they still believe. They still think they got a shot to come back and compete in this game.
On 1st and 10 here, looking to throw the ball. Nice grab. It's Bennett. They make the tackle, but that's a solid gain. Moves the ball to the 34.
Hey, it's a nice gain here, and they get the 1st down to stop the clock. But late in the game, trailing by a couple scores, these receivers have got to be thinking about getting out of bounds as often as they can to preserve that clock, to give them a real shot to come back to win it.
Breaks an open space. He'll be muscled out of bounds very close to the goal line.
Well, here's a quarterback that just takes control for himself, picking up some nice yards when nothing else is there. This guy's a real threat.
He'll try to run it in on 1st and goal. And he goes nowhere. Stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Looks like a player is down injured at that last play. We'll take a timeout while they check it out. We'll see if the offense can punch it in on 2nd and goal. On the ground, trying to power toward the goal line. And he's in for the score. Touchdown, Bulldogs. That's an important score. We got a one-possession game now, Kirk, and it's game on.
It's game on, and now it's about this defense coming up with a stop. Everybody in the stadium knows that they're going to run the football and try to milk the clock. So what can the defense do to ensure they don't do that successfully?
And the point after is right down the middle. Kickoff team out there. They are fired up after just scoring a touchdown. He's going to try for a return from a couple of yards deep in the end zone. And he's brought down at the 16. Would have been better off leaving it in the end zone for a touchback. And the powerful Crimson offense is back out there. They moved it last time, but settled for a chip shot, looking to find the end zone this time. And it's just beyond the receiver's grasp. Too much on that one. Now it's 2nd down here. Looking for a receiver. And he's going to stretch the defense, taking a deep shot here. And the deep ball is broken up. What a play by that DB.
Chris, they come up with the incompletion, but I like the idea of stretching the defense. They can do so much to help out with your short to intermediate passing game, even affect the running game by making those safeties aware that you're willing to take a shot downfield.
He finds the running back for a 4th down catch.
But you got 3rd down. The offense has the advantage here on 3rd down to be able to get the ball downfield. They make the completion, but this defense is just flying around. They make the catch, but they have nowhere to go after.
They've already converted once on 4th down this game. Let's see if they can make it 2 for 2. Looking to chuck it again. Lets it fly to the wideout. He makes the grab.
Oh, the defense blows an opportunity. You get them to 4th down, a chance to get the ball back to your offense, and instead it's a 1st down, and now this one could be over.
Clemson getting set with a 1st and 10 now. Here's the snap, looking to throw. Quick throw, misses his mark there, incomplete.
Man, Chris, I don't know if that was a bad read by the quarterback or a bad route by the receiver. They got to get this cleaned up before the next time they go through the air.
Second down play coming up for this offense. And he's back to throw again after that incompletion on 1st down. Swarm with a pass rush, a sack.
Nothing is more gratifying for a defense to be able to sit back and play zone and still get pressure on the quarterback with your defensive front.
And the punt team heads onto the field, but it's 3rd down. And here's the fair catch by the return man. And the Georgia offense is back out on the field. Pressure on late in this playoff game. Down 3. They've got to make something happen right here. To throw, it's St. Clair. There's contact on the throw. Caught near the sticks. It's Riley. That gained enough for a fresh set of downs. Spotted at the 48.
Well, we saw a lot of this in the first half. They go right back to him again, and we can see the second half, that same trend continuing. If I'm the defensive coordinator, I'm rolling my coverage. Get a corner up in his face and put a safety back behind him. Some kind of double coverage to slow this guy down.
Grab down the middle. It's Bennett. Tackle is made. It's a short gain, well short of the marker. Offense getting set. Second down play here. Wants to throw it. Caught over the middle. It's Wilson. They stop him, but not before he reaches the 35. This offense really threatening now. Comes down to this in this playoff game. Fourth quarter. Final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? Keeping it on the ground here. He's past the marker and still going. Touchdown, Dogs. They jump on top now here in the fourth.
Chris, what a great job. What a celebration by this offense. They worked so hard to get it close enough. They punch it in behind that offensive line, and now they've got the lead with less than 2 minutes to go.
PAT up and good. The lead is 4 here in the final quarter. So after putting up the touchdown, the kickoff team is out there to boot it away. He's going to return it from deep in the end zone. Solid coverage there. They get him at the 15. That's where the offense will take over. First play of the drive now, backed up at the 15. Quarterback adjusting now to the defense. On 1st and 10, they'll look to throw it. Looking to scramble. And no throwaway here. Quarterback forced out of bounds for a loss on the play.
Now, this quarterback's a threat with his legs, but this defense has clearly done their homework. They're not fooled at all. Good job of pushing him out of bounds for a short loss.
Quarterback looking to pass here on 2nd down. That's caught. It's Moore. Tackle made him to play the 29-yard line.
And the defense sits back in his zone coverage. Good job here by the quarterback, recognizing that soft coverage, and he hits the routine drag route underneath for a 1st down.
Moves out of the pocket. He's going to pull it down and run. The sophomore with a strong tackle there.
That's what I really love about this quarterback. Looks downfield, everybody's covered. Instead of just throwing this ball away, he's got the athletic ability to make this defense pay for it by picking up some good yards.
Grab down the middle. It's Moore. Breaks loose at the 40. They drag him down after a big game. Ball moved all the way to the 38.
Gain here. Big play for this offense. The quarterback and receiver just seem to be in sync. Tough on that corner to try to make a play on that ball.
The playoff game comes down to this. Tight game. Final minutes. Can the offense produce some magic? And looking to throw now on 1st down. He fires it down the middle. Deep ball is caught for a huge gain here. Touchdown, Clemson. They take the lead in the final minute.
Well, this is why they love this guy so much, is when it's crunch time, he makes plays like this. What I love is the quarterback knows all I got to do is get the ball in his hands, and he can do the rest of the work and get it all the way to the end zone. Great play.
Now the crucial PAT to stretch the lead to a field goal. Kick is up and good. They go up by 3 here in the 4th quarter. Can they hang on? Got momentum after scoring that touchdown. Now the kickoff team out there to kick it away. Bringing it out. It's Bennett. And return man and steps out at the 28. Here's the first play of the drive. They start at the 28. Dropping back, it's St. Clair. Catch made in space. Look out. Here he goes. Heads out of bounds after running for the first down and keep this scoring threat alive. Serious pressure now for the defense.
Chris, that's just perfect execution here by the offense. Quarterback does a nice job getting back, putting the ball out where the receiver can make a play on it. Nothing you can do as a defender.
And they'll keep it on the ground. Running back has the handoff. He gains 9, so it's 2nd and 1.
What a great job to be able to establish some rhythm to an offense. When you can run the football like this, it just opens up the playbook. You can continue to run. You can go to play action. You really keep the defense on their heels when you can run the ball like this. Nice play.
Quarterback looking to throw it on 2nd down. He escapes the pocket. Going for his running back. That pass is caught. They get him on the ground finally, but it'll be first down from the 14.
Well, I'll tell you what, this guy's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. And here we are, late in the game. He needs to continue to play with that consistency, and that's a great example that he's up to it.
It comes down to this in this playoff game, 4th quarter, final 2 minutes. Can the offense step up, make a play? On 1st and 10, looking to throw, looking to the end zone. And it's picked off in the end zone. Follows the pick with a nice return before finally being brought down.
Well, that defender deserves the game ball for that game-sealing play. Now, all there is to do is run out the clock and walk out of here with a duck.